So can you break down like how did this whole thing come about?
As I was working with the company as an engineer, I went to school at nights and got my MBA.
Okay.
At the time, I had switched over into marketing. I was over one of the biggest brands. I was managing this $500 million brand. Globally, it's a $1 billion brand.
The brand was in what category that you were managing?
Consumer goods.
So not that many people of color manage brands that big.
I've kind of been one of the few in everything that I've done. Black, female, mechanical engineer, one of the few.
I'm sure, yeah.
One of the very few. There was literally one of us on each level in the organization. But they allowed me to manage this brand. I thought, well, if you can manage that, why can't you just create your own little tiny brand here in New York? Now, I used to love riding my bike when I was little. I used to ride outside all the time. But riding in New York in the streets is the scariest thing. So then someone said, maybe you should just try indoor cycling. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And it became like my go-to workout. Like lose yourself in the music, people around you, the energy.
Yeah.
4 months later, Harlem Cycle opened.
And thus Harlem Cycle was born.
Harlem Cycle.
Awesome.
Yes.
And I'm gonna assume that you're paid quite a nice salary. You had the goal that you came here for, and you left that to start a cycling studio. So can you just unpack that for me? Like, why?
So I'd done all the goals, and I still wasn't happy. So obviously it wasn't the money. And I said, well, I need something fulfilling, something that I can pass down for generation to generation and say, you've created this lasting impact. And to me, it was finding some kind of health and wellness benefit that I knew was a little bit more impactful from a community standpoint to make me go to bed and want to just jump up in the morning and get back to work.
And year to date, you'll do what?
Year to date, we'll cross the 200K mark.
Wow. That's a lot of hustle, man.
It's a lot of hustle.
This year, are you on track to break even, slight profit, still slight loss? Like, where are you with that?
We're slight profit.
Okay,
Which
good.
is great. I'm really excited. Like, we're finally, yes! Slight profit, so it's good.
Okay, but I wouldn't be here if that were enough.
Exactly.
If that were enough for you. Where are you looking to take this thing?
So, of course, growing exponentially and growing not only in the US, but also internationally.
It's hard as fuck to do anything, so you might as well go for something big.
Go for the goal, yes.
I mean, if you left your Fortune 500, we might as well try and be one.
Might as well.
You know what I'm saying?
Might as well, yes.
So I do think that if you carve out the right lane and the right white space in this, macro trend, that you could be very, very successful.
Awesome.
But you know what it is. It's gonna take everything that you've done till now times 10.
Yes.
That's right. We're gonna have to 10x this. I feel much better now. By the way,
See?
It's like I felt miserable,
It wasn't
and I felt
miserable.
really shitty,
It wasn't that bad.
and now I feel like euphoric.
See?
Yeah.
And that's what I want you to feel coming out of there. Yes.
Yeah. Now
I'm
I feel
there to
great.
push you through it. But you're gonna, at the end, it's getting to that finish line.
We're gonna push each other.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you, John.